Hey there, friends. Kevin here from the Chord Progression Podcast, the podcast inspiring young rock and metal fans discover new music and help them find a place they can connect and feel accepted. Today, we have Bullet to the Heart on the podcast for their third time, and we asked them about their brand new EP, Death, Oddities, and Romance. They decided to release the EP a little bit differently than they used to, but the reason behind it makes a lot of sense. Before we jump into it though, if you like the podcast, you like these videos, hit the like button to help us out. It pushes the video in the algorithm, helps us get more known, helps more people know about the great rock and metal bands we bring on, both the bigger ones and the newer ones alike. And if you are not subscribed to this podcast, hit the subscribe button right down here, as you will get notified every time we put out podcast episodes in full every Tuesday and Thursday, these reaction clips throughout the week, and Friday song reactions that you'll absolutely enjoy. So enough of me talking, let's get right into it. Selling out just an acoustic set just for you guys, that is one hell of an accomplishment. So first off, congrats on that. How did that all turn out?
Dude, it was a lot of fun. Previous album shows, we've always sold out Sub T or played House of Blues, done these big iconic venues, and we wanted to do something different. We decided to do an acoustic version of the EP live. Threw in some covers there for fun. We had food. We had a raffle where we auctioned off one of the bass guitars that were used in the videos. So, as a way to kind of raise money for tour and, soup up the van and do some kind of cool stuff,
Oh, wow. So you made it, instead of just, a show, an acoustic show to come through, you made it this whole entire event for people to not only come and see some great music, come and vibe to some great music, but really get this full immersive event to interact with the band, have some fun, enjoy some good food, possibly win a guitar. That is something that is really impressive, because I know a lot of bands, when they have their album release show or EP release show, they kind of do the same thing where they're going to play a hometown show, you're going to have some fun with it, but it's just the same stuff over and over again. It's you guys really made this piece of it incredibly special to draw so many people out, where this is an experience. It's not just another show, not just a special show. This is an experience you want to be a part of.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It was marketed as more of a hangout session. Yeah. We want to hang out with you. I mean, you're playing acoustic, you're more vulnerable. It's very, you can't really hide anything. And we wanted to play all the music, do something different, raise some money, hang out. We all got pretty lit, except Brian, I think.
So one thing that I really enjoyed about what they did here with that EP release show was, even though it is more of an alternative metals mixing with some post-hardcore, metalcore, symphonic metal styles really in there, what they did for the release was, instead of just doing a normal release, playing the EP for people, they decided to turn it into some sort of event, which really had a lot more of a vulnerability behind it, had a lot more interaction with the fans, and created this moment for everybody that was there that was much more personal to them and something that they're never going to forget. And the thing is, if I was possibly had a chance to go and see that and been a part of that EP release show, I totally would have gone, because it's something different. It's something where I'm, okay, this is new. This is great. Let's try this out. Let's go forward with this. It is a fantastic idea that allowed more people to get into the band on much more of a personal side of things. It allowed them to get to know the band even more personally, and it was something that was, again, an event. It wasn't just another show. It was an event that, now that it's known that, this is what Bullet to the Heart does for EP release shows, you're not going to want to miss out on it. And if they did this for an EP release show, what could they be doing next live? One thing I had for the podcast title was make your live shows events, because that's what gets people in. Think about the Knotfest Roadshow. Think about Rammstein. Those are events that people go to. Even as a local band or a regional band or a national band, no matter what it is, or international band, if your shows are events, people are going to come check it out, and if you can make it unique, that's the best way to go about it. If you want to check out our full entire podcast with the crew from Bullet to the Heart, hit the link description of the podcast, or this episode, I should say, below. I'm saying podcast, where the full link for the podcast episode is there on YouTube. You can also listen on Spotify, Podcasts, iHeart, and Amazon. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button right here. If you're not subscribed to the podcast, hit the subscribe button right here. If you're already subscribed, I want to thank you, because that is the best way to support the podcast. Once again, thank you, everybody. This is Kevin, and I'm out.